Hi everyone, welcome. Oh, chair went down. I hope everyone is really well. No one's popping on yet. I think I'm a little bit early, but only by a couple of minutes. I'm actually heading into town after I do this, so I thought get it started early and get it moving so we could head into town. So hopefully some people... Wrong way. Not sure if anyone's going to pop on or whether it'll show me, but that's okay. We'll keep moving. My name's Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, so I'm really happy to have you here. My husband's watching. Hi, Adam. I'm really happy to have you here today. I've got some really great products to show you that I've done this week. I've been very, very busy. Hi, Becky. Thanks so much for popping in. Excellent. As you pop on, just say hi. It also puts your name into the draw for next week's draw. So you can pop your comment in, you can like, and you can share my video. That would be really helpful, and it also gives you an entry into next week's draw. So stay tuned for our draw later on. After I've give you all your announcements. So busy week. It's been very warm here today, so I'm not sure where everyone is, but if you've been in Central Victoria, it's been very hot. We've had our evaporative on, so I will say that I haven't struggled too much today, but I have had my shorts on, which I don't like getting shorts out too early, and we've had the evaporative on, so it's been nice and cool for that reason. Although we did have a snake today out the front of the shop, so you definitely know you're starting to head into summer when you get some snakes and those creepy crawlies in and around. So don't know where it went. It was only a baby one, a baby brown. Think it might be over around in our 45 kilo gas area. So have to be wary of that when we get some gas bottles out. But Marion, you're having lovely weather up there. I thought you were having hot weather as well. I know tomorrow we're going to get some really nice weather, so I'm looking forward to that, cooling down a little bit. I think we're having about 27 tomorrow, so that's exciting. I might actually get my jumpers back. As you can see, I'm wearing a shirt today. Last week I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, so well, it's Victoria and we do have wild weather every now and again. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, so let's just start popping in. This week, I've had a fair bit on in my YouTube and my blog this week. So Monday, I took part in a blog hop with the Let's Get Hopping blog group. Now, it was a single layer card, and if you haven't seen that, you can check that out over my blog. I cheated a little bit and I added a layer with these little leaves here. But this is a masking technique, and if you're new to my channel, my Facebook Live or my blog or YouTube, you might not know, all of October I am focusing on Halloween projects and cards. So this is just another one of my cards, and I really love how it turned out. Beautiful colours in the pumpkins. Really simple card. Kids could make this, and yeah, I'm really happy with how plain and simple it is and how effective it actually turned out. So that is Monday's blog hop that I took part in. Tuesday, I had a Halloween box bag, and there's actually two because this here is the Monster Bash Designer Series paper, and I love that it has a sheet of paper that are all labels. So actually both my Tuesday and Thursday projects are using that whole sheet of the paper. So there's two different ones there, both monsters, and the Trick or Treat comes from the Harvest Halloween's stamp set. Actually fit quite a fair bit of chocolates in there. I don't know how they're going today, but yeah, I might have to take them out as it gets warmer. So check that one out if you haven't seen that one. Today on the blog, I have these little tiny clear, tiny clear treat boxes. They have cool mints in them, so these ones will last. And these are the same thing, just cutting out those little labels and placing them on top. And we have the Stylish Scrolls embossing folder there. So that is a really beautiful and elegant folder. but it works really well with the Halloween as well. So that one's there as well to check out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, hop over there and do that as well. I put at least 2 videos every single week, so you don't want to miss out. Okay, so moving on to my Sunday challenge, my Facebook Sunday challenge. It was a sketch challenge. So again, Halloween. Now the good thing is most of my projects that I've had all month, even though we don't do a lot of Halloween here in Australia, you could change it to be a Christmas themed. So these boxes could be Pop a Sentiment or a Christmas tree or the moose, and you could use those for Christmas. The bags are the same thing. You just make that with some designer series paper in the Christmas design. Really easy to do. So this is the sketch challenge. Now the ladies have come up with some really great sketches or cards from that sketch. So go over and just check that out. All the all the photos have been put in the comments of that post. So check that out. They do an amazing job, and really happy to have them join in. If you would like to join in, please do. All you need to do is before the following Sunday, create your card and pop a photo in the comments, and we would love to have you. Christmas bells, absolutely. You could put Christmas bells on it. That would look really good. Okay, so my blog, for anyone who's new on here, and I've got 18 people watching, which is absolutely amazing. I'm thrilled. So if you are new, you can head over to my blog. You can sign up for both my newsletter. I send a newsletter out every single month, and there is a free tutorial in the newsletter. Also, you can, while you're over on my blog, you can sign up for my my blog posts by email. So you'll get an email saying exactly what I have blogged about for that day. So it's a great way to keep in touch and to keep up with everything that I place. So and I would really appreciate your support as well. So what do we got? We've got the host codes. So these are just normal things that I'm going to go through. Host code for October. If you place an order through my online store for this month using that host code. Now I didn't grab them. Let me grab them. I'll send you out one of these. Gorgeous little, these were from the Paper Pumpkin last year. I was lucky enough to grab when I went over to Onstage in Orlando. I actually purchased a few Paper Pumpkin kits. So this one I actually did. And so I'll send that out as a free gift. If you place an order, you'll also get a bundle tutorial. Now each month it's 50 plus bundle tutorials, color photos, all the instructions, all the measurements, everything that you need, and it's a great little tool to have. Hi Sue, welcome, thanks for watching. And it is a great resource. It gives you a lot of inspiration. Hi Wendy, thank you so much for joining too. I've got lots of people watching. I've gone up to 25. This is amazing. Okay, so I think that was everything. If you do place an order, you'll also earn Inky rewards. You can check that out on my blog, but you get 10 Inky rewards and then you can get free products. So it's a win-win just by shopping with me. So clearance rack, make sure you check that out. They have some up to 65% off on products, and there's some really great things there, Christmas stuff there at the moment too, if you do a lot of Christmas projects. Hi Trisha, thank you so much, so great to see you here. Oh Wendy, you received my card, that's great. Everyone should have got my cards now that I have sent out, so hopefully. Now, Trisha is one of my blog hop friends from the monthly global video collaboration group. So that is amazing that you're watching. Thank you, Trisha. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera down and I'm just going to show you a few things down on the table. So bear with me for a second. And I'll just swing that camera around as well. There we go. Beautiful. So all the details are here if you need them. Now, the last couple of things I just wanted to tell you about. The Christmas time is here. If you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, this is available for your pre-order now. If you're a customer, this will be available 1st of November. So it is a medley group. So there's stamp sets, dies, ribbon, designer series paper, embellishments. Great little product kit, and that will be available for customers come 1st of November. If you need more information, I believe it is actually on the site now. And the paper trimmer. Now, I did show you the paper trimmer last week. This is the new one here. These will be available for customers on the 1st of November. Now, we weren't sure when I got this last week when they would be available for customers, but 1st of November, if you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order right now. So these is amazing. I love the new features that they have brought in, especially these little numbers on the side that you don't have to guess where your measurements are. So, and it's a lot lighter as well. Okay, one other thing that I just want to let all the demonstrators who are watching know, don't forget your flex points expire at the end of this month, so use them, don't let them just disappear. You have to the end of the month to take notice and spend all your flex points. So I'm going to move over to the drawer. Now last week we actually made, here they are here, these little chocolates, okay? So the Cadbury breakaway chocolates. I'm not going to send out one of these because I'm just a little bit worried with this heat that we're having that might not get to the other end very well. So I thought I'd send this card here instead. So for everyone who's watching that's new, what I do is I do a draw of last week's live. So everyone who has commented, and it can be in the replay, and I also even take people's names from my YouTube channel who've watched my video in the replay as well. So heaps of ways to join and to have a chance at winning. So this is the card we're going to give away today. And if your name's drawn, all you do is you have to just send me an email with your address. You can do that on Facebook through Messenger or my email. Doesn't really matter. I have one. Karen Sutton. Well done, Karen. And I do have your address, so that's great. I'll send that out to you tomorrow. So for today's crafting, I'm still on Halloween, so let me bring in the card that we're going to create, this one here. I purchased the Monster Bash Designer Series paper, and I absolutely love this paper. I think this paper by itself is so good to be able to do. I've lost my comments. Oh, here we go. Sorry. So good to be able to do beautiful cards and projects with that I didn't really need a stamp set in Halloween themed. So I wanted to make a card that really focused on the Designer Series paper. I'm just going to check for comments because I missed a few minutes of no comments. It's 7 o'clock in the morning there, Trisha. You've got a full day ahead. Super cute card. Thank you, Wendy. So for this card, we have, let me bring my kit in. The base is crushed curry, and I've already scored it. So this is half a piece of A4, scored in half, and I'm just going to fold and burnish as well. We have a piece of the Designer Series paper. Now all the measurements and supplies I will put in my YouTube channel tomorrow when I pop it up. So if you're after all the measurements, just check that out. Hi Jeanette, thanks so much for chiming in. That's great. So we have that piece of Designer Series paper. We have also just some scraps of crushed curry, pumpkin pie, and the basic black. We're using the stitched nested framelits, these ones here. And I'm also using the hand leaded prose dies for our sentiment of boo. The stamp set is still the one that I'm using from the paper pumpkin kit. This is last September's paper pumpkin, which unfortunately we don't get here in Australia. So I'm really excited to be showing you some of the things from that kit. It is a fun DSP, Wendy, absolutely. Okay, so what we might do is we might bring in the big shot, and it's going to move the camera around a little bit, so I apologise beforehand. Hopefully it doesn't make anyone sick. Now, these dies here, I think it was the second one in both sides. And the largest one we're going to do in the crushed curry. And I'm actually not even using the full version, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't all cut out. As you can see, my bit of paper here is just that little bit smaller. And pumpkin pie. Let's run this one through. I have really enjoyed doing all the Halloween crafting this year. It's something that I've never done, but it's been a lot of fun. And I actually sent out pretty much all my cards that I've made previously and shown you. I have sent those out as rack cards last week to people over in the US and Canada. So that's a lot of fun. So we have those ones there. I'm also going to do the letters of Boo. Let me bring that in. So I think that'll probably go a little bit late. I don't know whether it'll reach them in time. Where have my black cardstock gone? Nothing ever goes smoothly, does it? Let me get another piece. Oh, there it is. It was hiding next to my box. Okay, so I just have a piece of basic black cardstock, and we're going to use the letters B. No, that's D. B. These are a little hard when they're all squished in together to find, aren't they? I don't know, you're yelling out to me, it's there, it's there. It's in here, that's why I can't see it. So we're going to have to pop that through twice. What did you miss, Trisha? The designer series paper. I'm also using this one here. Now I know you might be able to help me out with this. Did Halloween start in Ireland? Now I've heard that story and I don't know whether it's true. I know you're in Scotland, but they're very close by each other. Is that true, that it started over there and US have claimed it? Just going to get that little bottom piece out. That is true. Okay. That was a story that I actually heard at a jail. It was an old jail here in Australia, in Victoria, at Castlemaine. And it was a tour of the jail. And the lady doing the tour actually said that it had come from Ireland. So that's interesting that is true. Okay. So do you celebrate it in Scotland as well? Oh, you're saying yeah about the designer series paper. Okay. Whoop. Where did my bee go? There. Date back to ancient Celtic festival. There we go, in Ireland, so it was true. Interesting. That would be I'd love to be able to go and be part of a Halloween one year. I've luckily been over to America and I've been there for Thanksgiving and Christmas, which was so lovely. It wasn't a white Christmas, but it did snow while we were over there once. But I love winter, so it was really nice to have that cold Christmas. Gee, pumpkins. How interesting. Wow. Okay. I love the different traditions that different countries have. I think because Australia is such a melting pot of everyone, we don't have a lot of real traditions, I suppose, except for Australia Day, where it's, you know, a barbecue and not too much. Oh, and we've got Anzac Day. I think that's a pretty huge tradition here in Australia as well. Okay, so we're just going to glue down with some Tombow glue. I'm just going to pop that down. It's a little bit bigger than my other piece. That's okay, it's not going to matter. And I'm going to glue down my boo pieces. Let's bring those ones in. What's everyone been up to this week? Did anyone purchase any of the stamps in that stamp sale yesterday or today might be still today in other countries? I got a few stamp sets. I know Marion got a few. It was a great little sale. Quick notice. Although I'd not long purchased quite a few of those beforehand, so that was a little sad, but that's okay. That's the way it goes. So I'm going to stick this one down. And in the little stamp set that was part of the paper pumpkin, there is bats and spiders. So we're actually just going to use the spiders on this one. You've got that one. Oh, good, you'll be able to make it. Jeanette, you've been making Christmas cards. I will actually say I got a couple of hours off this afternoon and I made a few Christmas cards as well. So that was a lot of fun to start getting a few done. One of your team bought lots and lots. One of my team bought lots and lots too, Trisha. She's watching tonight. She reckons I can sell ice to Eskimos. I don't believe that at all. But you do have to have everything. Well, your Christmas sewing is finished, Marion. That's great. So all the towels are done. Marion does towels and she has a strip of, what's that, Ada cloth, and she cross stitches people's names to it. Beautiful. Yes, ice too. No, I can't sell ice at all. Bit of an inside joke. Marion always says that I can sell ice to Eskimos. I think she's the only Eskimo though. Okay, so I'm going to just glue these ones straight down and then I can cut off the edge once we put it down onto the side here. So I'm going to, my fingers are gluey. Add a little bit of glue to this one. You've been making projects for blogs. Scan and cut. Ooh. Does that mean if you've got the scan and cut, do you not buy the dies? Wendy, these towels are amazing. For anyone that doesn't know, Marion is actually my mum and she's been doing towels for us for over 20 years. I think the very first towel we got was actually my daughter when she was born, and we still have, and every year we get a towel. So my towel cupboard is huge, which is great because my kids only use a towel once before they throw it in the wash, so I need lots and lots of towels, but I have a whole huge towel cupboard that is just chockers. So I'm never going to ever run out of towels, especially when I get 4 every year. But they are absolutely beautiful. And she will put not just our name on it, we'll get a like a motif on there as well. And we get to choose sometimes. Hi, Chrissy. Thanks so much for popping in. I dislike sewing too, Jeanette. I don't know. I'm not really sure how she's my mother because I failed sewing at school. She didn't teach me very well. Anyway, so let's just pop this one up. Oh, it's nice to have lots of people watching and talking. I don't feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over again. So thanks so much for popping in. Now, I always go overboard with the dimensionals, but I don't like things to fall apart when I give them to someone, so it's always better. The dimensionals are cheap to use, and if you're being a little bit tight, you can cut your dimensionals in half as well to make them go just that little bit longer. Okay. Whoops. So I really probably I shouldn't be talking. I haven't stamped yet, but it should still be alright. I've got enough dimensionals on the back there. So I'm going to just line that up. I'm going to chop that bit off the edge there. Lovely. So we have the Memento black ink to stamp those. I'm going to do the spiders. I could do the bats as well, but I like the spider for something different. You didn't take after her because your mum was a good seller, Jeanette. I don't think I'm a very good seller either, but I know what I like and I know what my mum should have too. So Chrissy, all your sisters craft? I don't understand why people don't craft. I think there's so many different crafts out there. Sewer. Oh, that's funny, Jeanette. I think there's so many different crafts out there that you should be doing something, whether it be painting or sewing, knitting, crocheting. Beautiful. I did scrapbooking for quite a few years when the kids were really young. And it's only in the last 6 years since I've become a demonstrator that I've been doing cards. So I think anyone can get involved. I love sending out cards to people and making people happy. So I think crafting is more for you than anyone else. Like, it's nice to give something to someone and see how much that makes them happy. That's what I like most. So that is the card. It is a pretty quick card, and we're just really focusing on that beautiful designer series paper there. This would look really great in a Christmas card. You could do, instead of these boo, you could put, now I was working on it earlier today. Hang on, let me find it. The Merry Christmas thin lip dies. They would look really good on that as well. You change that to Christmas, or you could just still use these alphabet dies and say joy, or there's so many different options that you could make. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Now, I just want to quickly let you know as well, tonight I'm part of a blog hop for Ink and Inspiration. It goes live at 8 o'clock. So if you're interested, pop on over to my blog at 8. It goes live, and the theme for the blog hop is actually Happy Holidays. So I'm really excited to have, this is the first one that I'm being part of. So don't forget to leave a comment if you haven't yet already, to go in the draw for this card next week. I really am so happy to have everyone here today, so I really thank you so much for popping in. I hope you've enjoyed some of the projects that I've shown you, and don't forget, head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you so much, Trisha. It's been lovely to have you here as well. Excellent. Thanks, Marion. Thanks, Wendy. Will you post all ink for your blog? Okay, my blog is actually this one here, Wendy. tracybish.blogspot.com. The link. I can put that in there tomorrow if you like, but I think I actually did this last month. I'm pretty sure I've done a video, so if you're part of my YouTube subscription, it should come up with you at 8 o'clock. Thanks so much, Jeanette. Thanks so much, Chrissy. Have a wonderful night, and don't forget I'll be back next Thursday for another live, so hopefully you can come back for that too. All right, Wendy. Thank you. Okay, see you later. Bye.